I bet you that before you clicked on this video, when you saw the title Vocal Archetypes, you're probably thinking to yourself, Vocal Archetypes? I've never heard of these two words ever before. What could they possibly mean? I know you're probably thinking that because when I first learnt about vocal archetypes, I had no idea what they were. No idea what it was. And even though, statistically speaking, you probably don't know what vocal archetypes are, you currently use different vocal archetypes in the different areas of your life. For example, let's think about how you talk to your friends. There's a certain vocal archetype you use when you talk to your friends. So let's say when I talk to the guys, when I talk to my friends and... Hang on a second. By doing that, when I said that, it kind of seemed like I don't have any friends. But I do have friends. I genuinely do. Oh, and now that I say this, it really seems like I don't have any friends. It's okay. I'm happy and I have lots of friends. But you see, I want to give you an example of what I kind of sound like when I talk to the guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you. Far out. Let's get into it tonight. What are we going to do? We're going to do PUBG, bit of League of Legends. PUBG, League of Legends, what you guys want to do? I mean, if you ask me, let's do PUBG. Let's do it. Let's hope the bloody girls don't find out we're playing games and then get all pissed off with us. Let's keep it on the download. No social media posts. That right there is an example of how I kind of get into friend mode and then just have a bit of fun banter with my friends and get all silly. Now, what happens when your wife calls though? When my wife calls, I kind of change vocal archetype quite dramatically. So when my wife calls, oh dude, I have not done an all-nighter with gaming since bloody, 10 years ago now? Since becoming a dad, it's been almost impossible. So Lenny, get the Red Bull, and John, get some of the oh, sorry guys, just give me 2 seconds. Gotta take this, it's, the wife, so. Hey, Pewin. Yep. Yeah, no, we're playing a really fun recreational multiplayer game that encourages men to bond. Yeah, you wouldn't like it. Okay, you two, you have fun with the girls. Yep, okay, love you. Yep, okay, bye. That was a close one, boys, close one. Okay, I'm gonna admit, I was being a little bit dramatic in that example. However, I just wanted to overdo it to prove a point. And the point that I wanted to prove was that we use our voices differently in different situations. We have a different vocal archetype as we move into different situations in life. Now, I'll give you one more example. Let's say you're walking along the street and you're walking along, just going about your day, and then you see a really cute puppy. And it's it's a puppy because it's got the floppy ears and it's kind of walking all like, kind of ridiculous and cute. And then you walk over to the owner and you say, hi. Do you mind if I just pat the dog? Is that okay? Do you mind if I give the puppy a little bit of a, And the owner says, yeah, sure. And then the moment they say yes, you unleash the most ridiculous vocal archetype. You go, oh my God, you're so cute. Oh my God, look at you, you're so fluffy. Why do you do that? Why do we all do this as human beings? Why do we do this? I have no idea. I don't know what the psychological or biological or scientific answer is. However, we all do this when we see puppies. Why do we jump into that weird vocal archetype? And again, that's an example of us using our voices differently in different situations. Now, there are hundreds of different vocal archetypes that I can talk about. However, let's just focus on 4. 4 of the most powerful vocal archetypes that if we learn how to use effectively, it can help us become more influential in our personal lives and our professional lives. Do you remember in the foundations section where I talked about the importance of variety and the importance of varying your foundations? Because when you vary the foundations, you can hold people's attention. Whereas when you don't vary it, people disengage. Now, the reason why this happens is because the human brain, when it feels like it can predict what's coming in the future, even when it comes to your foundations, meaning when the brain feels like it can predict your volume in the future, your rate of speech in the future, your pitch variety, your tonality in the future, when it feels like it can predict what's coming next, it kind of goes, oh, yep, I don't need to listen to this. It's going to be the same thing, so it disengages. I mean, I want you to experience this. Right now, I'm going to give you a default. All of my foundations, I'll default to a certain rate, a certain volume, a certain pitch, a certain tonality, and just experience your brain begin the process of disengaging. Here's the example. Let's go. All right, this is going to be a really excruciating experience for many of you, because right now, just think about what's happening in your brain. The moment you feel like you can predict what kind of pitch variety I have, my volume, and then also my default rate of speech and even my tonality, what happens is when your brain starts to think that it can predict what's about to come next, it is essentially just going to switches off after a while, because everything sounds like it's all the same and it's all monotonous. And monotony doesn't just have to do with your pitch, and it has to do with your rate of speech, it has to do with your volume, it has to do with your tonality, it has to do with all of that. And can you see what's happening right now is that your brain is starting to really disengage, and you probably experience this as a slight pain towards the back of your head, and you start to go, why is Vin doing this for so long? It's such a long example. Why is he being so dramatic with this example? And he's being dramatic with this example simply because I wanted to prove a point again, in that variety is critical, and you know that variety is critical when it comes to the foundations. Variety is also important when it comes to vocal archetypes. A lot of the times, without knowing, you can get stuck in one vocal archetype, and then as a result of that, you can come across as monotonous as well. So kind of have that in the back of your head, understand that variety is important in all areas of communication. All right, let's dive into the 4 most powerful vocal archetypes that you can use.